It says, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, it says, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For light as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end. It says, and the end is manifest, meaning it's coming to pass, you see? And it says, verse 6, it says, even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonder and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. It says, and one of the signs and stuff is this word being preached to the four corners of the earth. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that you're going to see men proclaiming who they really are. You know what I'm saying? And letting the rest of the people know about the various lies and stuff that's being told within this world to keep them suppressed. Verse 7, and oppressed. Verse 7, it says, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed shall be preserved from the said perils and shall see my salvation in my land and with my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning, right? So it's all about being predestined. It don't matter how hard you work, how less you work. You know what I'm saying? If the Lord had chose you to get saved, guess what? You're going to get saved. And this is what people need to pray for. If you're an Israelite, Negro, Latino, Native American, and Israelites with outward appearance instead of a heathen, like Jim Carrey, Katy Perry, Justin Bieber, Brad Pitt, Jackie Chan, China Mac, Angelina Jolie, Blind Fury, those are Israelites, but they look like the heathens. You see? So it's about your spirit, not about your outer shell. You see? Right? Or your flesh or your body or how you look. You know what I'm saying? You could be the ugliest to the finest. If you chosen, you make it. You see? Right? And it says, verse 9. It says, then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. Right? And that's what I was saying at the beginning. You know, it's going to be a stage of torments, you know what I'm saying, before the nuclear fire come. You got famine. You got teeth of wild beasts. You got cannibalism. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got look at all the different death and destruction that's being that's happening. That's on the news every day. Someone's dying. Before it would be like maybe a week in between, but nowadays it's every day, and the deaths are becoming more and more gruesome. And how much more do you need to be shown where the Lord is showing that He's not playing? You see, you know, right? So it says, verse 10, it says, for such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me. You know what I'm saying? That the benefits of this life. You see, you know, the different dainties, the stuff that's going to make a lot of people who want America to continue. You see, it says, verse 11, it says, and they that have loathed my law, and that word loathe goes into the Hebrew word ma'as, which means to hate, right? The test, it says, my law, while they had yet liberty, right now, or the next day probably, it says, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, meaning right now or tomorrow, because guess what? It could stop at any day. When the hour, when the famine of word comes, when the famine of word comes, when nobody's teaching no more and whatnot, and you're not seeing it on the internet or different platforms, these electronic epistles and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying? The way of righteousness is still going to be there, but the thing is that it's going to be very hard to find. And that's why it says that people are going to be going from sea to sea, from land to land, asking if the way of righteousness has been there. A lot of people are scoffing, talking their shit and whatnot, but what's going to happen is that when they see that their regular way ain't working, you know what I'm saying, and now they need a miracle, they want to pray to Yahweh Shem Yahshua, who the world English calls Jehovah and Jesus Christ. What's going to happen is that that's when they're going to want to find out the word, especially when a lot of major prophecies like the MOTB, which is the mark of the beast, when it comes out, you see, which is the RFID chip, radio frequency identification, and also NFC, which is near field communications, you know what I'm saying, and also Neuralink underneath Elon Musk, you see, right? They're going to be on this, you know what I'm saying, and it's going to be part of their new monetary system and stuff, so you ain't going to be able to buy or sell unless you have that mark, you see, and they don't want nobody to know because they want to deceive the world. But hey, the Lord is putting his foot in a path where He's letting people know through His men that He chosen who he gonna give this word to and stuff to forewarn the people. Watch out for this, that, and the third, because they finna try to bring it on to you to damn you and try to sever you from the Lord. You see, right? Right. So don't be taking those benefits. Be contract with thou has. You know what I'm saying? And just ask for the Lord's forgiveness every day, as soon as you wake up. You see, right? So this is verse 10. It says, "For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me." Right. So it was another way and stuff that they was living that was delightful for them, which made them where they're not able to know about the Lord and stuff. Think about it. A lot of people, they probably got a Bible in their crib and stuff, but they really not reading it, or they don't even know about it. You know what I'm saying? They don't know about this, that, and third. They know about the Psalms when they in a situation, you know what I'm saying? But they don't know about the judgments that's going to come about changing altogether. You see? Because the word repentance goes into the Hebrew word nacham, which means to make sorry, meaning that you got to find out that the Bible's saying this, that, and the third. You find out that you was doing the wrong thing. You found out that you was doing the wrong thing and stuff, and you're sorry for doing it and stuff, and you hoping for forgiveness. Because other than that, you ain't going to be repentful if you ain't sorry for what you done. You're going to keep doing it, right? And it says, verse 11, it says, "And they that have loathed my law while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it." And not everybody is going to get it. You see, right? That's one of the things to sever between the two-thirds and the elect, or the wicked and the righteous, because people are going to be able to understand this word. You see, but if you can't, then guess what? The Lord's putting a veil over you. If he don't want you to get it, you ain't gonna get it. No matter how simple it's being made, you ain't gonna get it. You see, right? It says, verse 12, it says, "The same must know it after death by pain." It says, "And therefore be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished and when, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved, whose the world is and for whom the world is created." You see, and this is all that matters. Are you going to get saved, or are you going to get fucked up? You know what I'm saying? You know, because it's 1,000 ways to die, but there's more shit out there that can really hurt you. You see? So what side you want to be on? You see? Right? So this is